Hi, I had somebody ask about question 13 in homework set 10.1, 10.2. It says a penny was spun on a hard, flat surface 80 times, landing on 51 heads and 29 tails. Using a chi-square test for goodness of fit, test the hypothesis that the coin is biased, using a 0.05 level of significance. I posted some chapter 10 and 11 notes from my class with several examples in your online class if you want to look at those. For some other examples, one of the things to note is whatever the word test is, remember that the null hypothesis is the status quo and you're challenging it with your hypothesis. So whatever you're testing, that's the alternative hypothesis. So our status quo or null hypothesis is the coin is not biased, that the coin is fair, that P equals 0.5. 50% of the time it's going to land on heads or tails. And I'm testing that against the coin is biased, that it is not equal to 0.5. When I do my chi-square test, I'm going to open up StatCrunch. I'm going to need to put in observed. Let's put coin, observed, and expected. So my coin, I had heads and I had tails. These are my outcomes. And I note that they're the correct kind of variable. They're categorical variables, so I can use this test. What I observe is 51 heads and 29 tails. What I expected was 40 heads and 40 tails because I flipped it 8 times, and if it's not biased, it should be 50-50. Then I'm able to go to my goodness of fit test under stat, chi-square test. My observed column, I called observed. My expected column, I called expected. Notice I could also have not typed my expected column and have clicked this all cells in equal proportion, but that only works when you expect it to be 50-50 or every single cell to be the same. I hit compute and I get a chi-square value of 6.05. And what was my p-value? 0.0139 or 0.014. I'm testing that against a 0.05 level of significance, so it's lower, so I will reject the null hypothesis. If I reject that the coin is not biased, then there's evidence to suggest that it is biased. That 51 and 29 is far enough away from 40-40 that we think this coin is biased. Hope that helps.